Sponsored locally by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Doggie Diamonds, Doggie Diamonds TV, Doggie Diamonds No Filter. I've been on a interview tear, and we ain't gonna stop. We not stopping. We done went from Jersey. We done been in Florida. We all over. Now I'm gonna take y'all to the West Coast real quick. San Diego to be exact. And again, if you need that promotion, $75 promotion, hit me up, info at Doggie Diamonds TV. So this is the second interview we did. The first one we did, I didn't really like the way the audio came out. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So I hit the homie up the other day and I said, yo, we got to redo that interview. He's like, yo, whenever you're ready. He said, Wednesday is cool. So we here Wednesday night, right on top. So it is what it is. So without further ado, let me bring the man of the hour on the screen. We got Jayo Felony in the building. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? How's it going, bro?
I was letting them know this is our second time doing this. The first one it got a little twisted on my end.
Yeah.
This
I was wondering what happened. I'm like, man, Doggie ain't air my shit, man. What I do, man? I did something wrong, man. What's happening?
Nah. It's definitely it's all love. Like I said, what I told you before, like you definitely put out them smashes and them smokers. So Jayo Felony, how did you get the name Jayo Felony?
Man, I made up Jayo Felony. I was about 15, and I was doing a little time in juvenile hall and shit. I was like, I seen a felony carved in a desk, and I wanted to have a name nobody else had. So I thought of something like Jayo Felony stands for Justice Against Y'all Oppressors, right? So yeah, it was like my name from my hood is Bullet Loco. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to come out as a rapper under that name. You know what I mean? But everybody in San Diego, they call me Bullet. You know what I mean? But I wanted to think of something that I knew nobody had. You know what I'm saying?
So that was it. So where you at in San Diego, is it predominantly Blood or Crip?
Well, my neighborhood is Crips. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I grew up in the 40s over there, 47th and Market, 41st Street, over that area, Southeast San Diego, like by Choice, Elementary and all that. You know what I mean? So right next to my hood, you have a hood called Lincoln Park. You know what I'm saying? So that's like right up the street from where we from. You know what I mean? And then it's just most of the gangs in San Diego are in Southeast, and then you have some like in East San Diego, but the majority of the gangs in San Diego is in Southeast San Diego.
So Lincoln Park, that's my guy. Where my Mitchie from, right?
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Nick Cannon and them grew up over that area.
I heard Nick Cannon Pops is the big homie too. There a lot of people, was saying that Nick Cannon Pops. People wouldn't even think that though. They'd be like, Nick Cannon, yeah, I heard his Pops is the big homie. So when I first saw you, you just came out of nowhere on Def Jam. How did Def Jam find you all the way in San Diego?
Oh man, it was I was born out in Virginia, so I had my family knew I was out here fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So my brother still lived out in Virginia at the time. And I was actually on the run from YA, the Youth Authority. I was on parole, California Youth Authority parole at the time. And my brother knew I was like basically finna go to jail if the police caught up with me. So I was just hanging in my hood like a you know what I'm saying, like standing out like, man, these niggas catching you going back to jail. So my brother came and got me. And it was something like once I turned 21, I get what you call a dishonorable discharge where they couldn't lock me up no more. So I went back on the East Coast with my brother, and we was out in Portsmouth, Virginia. And we was in the projects, actually. The projects, how ironic is this? The projects in Portsmouth, Virginia are the Lincoln Park project.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny. So, I went back out there and I started making music. And I hooked up with a manager that was actually from Jam Master Jay's hometown, and he was going to college in Norfolk State. You know what I mean? So he used to mess with like Missy Elliott and Jodeci and all those people. You know what I mean? So he was already into a lot of music. And So I hooked up with him, man, and we started making music. And he hooked me up with Jam Master Jay, and got the situation. I was signed to Jam Master Jay's label when I first started. So I was over there with Onyx and them, and you know what I mean, Joe Sinister.
I'm
and
about to say
shit,
Joe
you know what I mean?
Sinister. Yep.
Yeah. So
50 Cent was
that's
50
how
there.
it all started, huh?
50 was there too, right?
Now, yeah, 50 came. I think he came after I left. You know what I mean?
Got
I think he was there after I had left. But yeah, he was also under Jam Master Jay as well.
So my favorite song, I mean, you had a lot of songs that you made that I love, but what you gonna do with it? Like, how did that come about?
What you gonna do? Shout out to DJ Silk, man. He's over there signed to Aftermath with Dre now, but my boy DJ Silk, he made that track, and I just remember riding around with the track, and I was signed to Def Jam. I was working with Tina Davis. She was my A&R at the time. Shout out to Tina. And I was just riding around with that track, bro, for like a whole week, and I was trying to think of something creative. And I seen that video with the little white dude.
Oh yeah.
And I was watching that shit, and he was like, "I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy." I say, "Cuz that's catchy right there. I'm finna whammy," and that's where it all started. You know what I mean? So, and then I had Method Man get on the track. You know, and me and Method Man go back to the first Man of the Month tour with him and Redman.
Month of the Man,
with him. Yeah, and that was one of their first tours, and I was a part of it. And you know, so me and Meth and the Wu-Tang was real cool. I knew all those guys back then. Shout out to Papa Wu, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the big homie.
Man, my boy, his name is what's my nigga name? He changed his name, but I think he be in LA a lot. And the nigga was a real smooth nigga from Wu. I gotta remember his name, but I really kicked it with those cats. You know what I'm saying? With that song, Meth had actually put Old Dirty Bastard on the song with us because, you know, me and him was on Def Jam. So he got Old Dirty Bastard to get on the song first. And I remember we was at a studio in Hawthorne called The Black Hole with Kenny McLeod. And Meth was, and Old Dirty actually tried to charge me too much for his verse. And this was going to be my lead single. And it was like, the nigga just came on, shout out to Old Dirty, rest in peace, man. The nigga came on and he was like, he just did a real like nasty ass rap. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even use the shit, and I was like, damn. So and he tried to charge me 20 racks, and I was like, nigga, Method Man was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, fuck that. We finna get DMX on this shit, and that nigga was the hottest rapper in the country at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nigga, we gonna get X on it. I think X only charged me like 5 racks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word? Wow.
And the cold part about that, it was the respect level to where when I remember them niggas came from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, with Wah and DMX, and he bust like 3 fucking different raps and 3 or 4 different verses and shit. And he was like, you know what I mean? I was like, give me that one. When he bust, I got more homes in the essay. When he said that shit, I was like, fit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it was the respect thing, and he actually bust like 4 different verses, like back to back. That nigga was off the chain with that shit. And so that's how it all worked out. You know what I mean?
And then y'all did the video.
Yeah, and then we did the video, but that's I was glad that shit worked out like that because it's a historical record that we made, and you know, I always had it under my belt. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad it worked out like that. But I think Kenny might still have that original version with Old Dirty Bastard on it, and he talking about sodomy, fucking bitch in the ass and shit. I mean, even though I'm talking about that too, but it's the way I did it. You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm
saying? Also, you had one of the songs you made was a Sherm stick. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell is Sherm stick?
There.
What was Sherm stick?
Yeah, I remember riding around with my nigga Ice Rock. We was in the 7 Deuce Glass House in Impala and shit. And we was bumping that music. We was bumping Teddy Pendergrass, and he was like, nigga, you need to do a song to this record. And when I went back to New York, I took the idea to Jay, and he laid the drum track to that beat.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And we got it in. And my homie, Lil Bull, rest in peace, he sung the Come On and Go With Me to Teddy part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
That's smoke a dip, not a dip, not a little bit. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you were never signed directly to Def Jam?
No, I was signed directly to Def Jam after I left JMJ. Lior took me directly to Def Jam. So I had like a 10 album contract with Def Jam. I was basically the only one, you know, not to toot my horn, but I was the only artist from the West Coast that Def Jam decided to keep when they did the big merger with Universal. So I was the only nigga from out here that made the cut to get signed directly to Def Jam, and a lot of the other West Coast artists got released from their contracts. But Lior told me I never had no whack juice on me, and you know, he was like, "Man, I know you got a big future ahead of you." You know what I'm saying? With or without us, you know what I mean? So I was fucking, I was signed to a 10 album contract. You know what I mean?
So how does that end? You didn't obviously didn't fulfill the contract. How does that go?
At the end of the day, it was a situation where it was we was about to put out a record called Hotter Than Fish Grease. And what it was, they pushed the album back. And I don't know, I think I got tired of the fucking control of the label shit. You know what I'm saying? And when they pushed the album back, I was like, really, fuck this shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand all that. And I didn't have someone like Irv Gotti in my corner, or like the guys DMX had in his corner, Dean and Wah, or like, you know, fucking any
Dame
other
Dash.
label.
You didn't have nobody fighting for
they
you.
was giving these labels the production deals.
Gotcha.
Right? So it was just basically me fighting my own battles and trying to be the artist too. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I would still be on Def Jam if I didn't make them release me out of my contract. And so it was like after I made the cut and I had this 10 album deal, and it ended up like I was like, fuck that. I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do my independent thing. So the Crip Hop, I mean the How Did Fish Grease album actually turned into Crip Hop. So that's when I put out Crip Hop independently.
So the issue with when you had an issue with Jay-Z, what was that over?
The issue with Jay-Z was basically he was talking about niggas want to know if he blood or Crip or this or that. Then at the time, it wasn't no gang banging in New York and none of that shit. You know, so I was like, why are you even speaking on this subject? You know what I'm saying? Niggas know you ain't with this type of business. You know what I'm saying? So it was on that level. And then niggas was out there with Jimmy Henchman and them. That's where I put the record out at. So the record was getting a lot of success from it being out on Motown. You know what I mean? So that's how I was able to go to New York and do the video in front of the Marcy Projects and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And but I was out there with New York niggas. You know what I mean? This before all the weird shit started happening with them guys or whatever going on, and they was, you know, still solid in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I was all in Brooklyn with all the Bloods that I hopped out the limo where it was all Bloods, and I came with my blue Chucks on with the whole khaki suit, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? With my blue rag in my pocket, the whole shit. You know what I mean? And I guess they respected that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was out there doing my Dougie, man. So that's really where it came from. You know what I mean?
So when didn't he have a rhyme? He's not a felon. He's a misdemeanor. He's talking about you.
Yeah. That was after I came with Trued Up.
Cause you know he don't. Cause you know he don't really respond to too many people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I know them niggas was kind of spooked because they was canceling their shows and shit out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my type of shit. Nigga, I seen Benny Siegel in MTV, and I gangbanged on Cuz out in New York. You know what I'm saying? So I was with two females from Harlem, and I seen Benny Siegel. I was like, nigga, what that neighborhood Crip like, Cuz? You know what I'm saying? And that nigga, when he didn't want no issues, you know what I'm saying? He got the fuck up out of there. I kind of like spooked the shit out of Cuz, you know what I'm
saying? So did you ever get a chance to chop it up with Jay-Z and dead that issue?
Yeah, we actually got past that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no issue, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, I look at it like this, cuz I feel like I'm one of the hardest niggas on this planet on that mic. You know what I'm saying? So nigga, and when I had Trued Up out, Trued Up was getting a lot of ground. Trued Up was getting a lot of attention. And it was getting added to all the radio stations, even in Miami and everywhere. When I came with Trued Up, that shit was dope as fuck. I had a dope ass video for it, and BET banned the video. And it was like, it wasn't just me and Jay-Z battling, and this was after Tupac and Biggie shit. So them niggas was kind of spooked about nigga getting smoked and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it was on that level. So when the radio station start playing Trued Up, Def Jam would call them and tell them, nigga, if you don't stop playing that record, we're gonna pull all our artists off of Summer Jam and shit like that.
Damn.
So it wasn't like I was just going against Jay-Z. It was like I was going against the whole establishment of that machine.
That you used to be a part of.
Yeah, because that I was a part of, exactly. So if it was just a battle with me and him, and the machine wasn't calling the radio stations, it ain't no telling how big Trued Up would have blowed up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And the record was a New York beat, nigga. I was competing, nigga, and the lyrics was off the fucking chain. You know what I mean? And I was able to compete with whoever. So it was like I was going against that machine. So I don't feel it was a fair battle type thing. And then that's when Nas came out, and both of them had the machine behind them, and you see what the fuck happened.
Yeah. So you got a chance to chop it up with Jay. How did that happen?
Actually, when we squashed the little shit, man, Big Chuck, shout out to Big Chuck. I still communicate and clown with Big Chuck all the time on Facebook and shit. And he's just a good dude, man. So he kind of mediated that situation. And I remember I was fucking with my nigga Trey niece Serena at the time and shit. And we was out in Long Beach at her house, and she was like, nigga, Jay-Z on the phone. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? She's like, yeah, he's on the phone right now. They you know what I mean? And sure enough, he was like, man, come meet me at the at Beyonce's after party and shit.
Mm.
And so I went to the after party, and you know, he was like, nigga, what the fuck you dissed me for? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He was like, nigga, we started out cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it was like comedy. He was like, nigga, what the fuck you dissed me for? Like me, didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we ended up chopping it up. We was cool as fuck. And after we finished talking or whatever, nigga, I ended up, you know, having drinks with fucking Beyonce mama and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, nigga, it's like, nigga, we ain't tripping that shit. You know what I'm saying? But Big Chuck really hooked that shit up. You know what I mean? To where we came to, you know, we got the little bullshit out the way. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no issues and shit. But I remember Jay-Z when I was out in New York, and I was with Ant Live, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Big Chuck's boy. So Ant Live, that nigga hooked me up with Jay-Z. I had a meeting with Jay-Z when I was out there. And one fucking day, Ant Live took me from Stevie J's house remember when Stevie J was fucking with Eve and shit?
Yes.
He took me to Stevie J house. We was kicking it with Stevie J. Then right after that, we went to the Apollo, and Eve and the Locks and then was performing. And they came right out after they was performing. We was in the alley of the Apollo, and they came out the alley, and nigga, they was hyped as fuck. I remember Jadakiss and them was hyped as fuck. They just finished rocking this shit. And nigga, they was like, Jayo, and all these niggas is out in the alley, Eve and Jadakiss and them. So I ended up hooking up with Jadakiss and them that night, and then we ended up hooking up with fucking Scarface.
Wow.
So it was me, Jadakiss, and Scarface, and Ant Live riding around in the van, getting high and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, man, that was one of the most historic days of my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To run into all those legendary artists
in one night.
In one fucking day, fucking with Ant Live. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And for the audience, no, we're live. This is live happening right now. This is not pre-recorded. We are live. Yeah. He's on the West. I'm in where I'm at, and we are live. This is not pre-recorded. This is actually live. This ain't no pre-recorded stuff. So
right up.
So and then I didn't understand, because I didn't think, you know, being that you was Crip and he was Crip, I'm like, how you beefing with Snoop? Ain't y'all both Crip? Like, how does that work?
With that note, man, me and Snoop was real cool. You know what I'm saying? I think Snoop wanted me to be signed to his label and shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I was signed to Def Jam, and I was like, nigga, I am not signing to you, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm signed to Russell Simmons. What the fuck? I'm like, I'm not signing to you, Snoop Diggy Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it was we were working together a lot, and Snoop had a pad out in Montclair, and all of us used to hang out all the time, just playing basketball and cooking and shit. You know what I mean? So even if we wasn't making music, we always was hanging out together. And what it was, man, I made a term called Crip Hop, right? And I made the term up when I was doing a song with E40 for E40 project called The Element of Surprise. So we at E40 house, and I'm on the basketball court, and I'm trying to think of some dope shit to say fucking with E40. I'm like, nigga, I gotta come with the shit today. So I made up a rap, and it was like, we do this for life, you dumb fucks. Y'all niggas is dump trucks to type the bitch up to get your eyebrows plucked. Mark my words, Loco gonna have it like Motown's heyday. So dope, they name us all twice like we Pele. Y'all better be prepared to call me Bullet Loco Gordy. Park my collar with none other than Earl 40. Square off on the square like it's high noon. Nothing with tycoons. If you fuck with sick with it, y'all niggas gonna die soon. And I can't make a fiend do nothing against they will. I just leave their eyes so yellow you see them and yield. Whoa, spill the guts of the ones it's not real. When you see me, niggas scream out, one shot kill. Got a spot on my shoe from all the blood we spilled. I get it even if I don't want it, nigga, like free refills. Y'all don't want to give us our props, y'all niggas gonna get shot. Nigga, fuck hip hop, nigga, this crip hop. So that's where it all started, right? So next thing you know, first I hear first I see them on the cover of the Source magazine, and it says Long Beach where Crip Hop rules, right? That was the first yam. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, so they gonna just take my shit?
Yeah.
Right?
I be saying that, yo, you just gonna take, yeah, go ahead.
And nigga, I grew up on niggas like LL and Run DMC and Rakim and Ice Cube and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No biting.
So, period, cuz,
Yeah,
you know what
no
I'm saying?
biting.
That's the rules, nigga. Or if you gonna say something that I made up, at least say, nigga, we make Crip Hop like Jayo Felony. It would have never been an issue if you would have did that. But then I hear a song on the Baby Boy soundtrack, nigga, Crip Hop, and nigga, Crip Hop just bam, just goddamn. I said, wow, cuz. Then so now people hitting me up. They like, hey, ain't that your shit? You know what I'm saying? But then I seen a song where remember that song, Never Leave Me Alone?
Yes.
With Snoop and Nate Dogg.
Yep.
And nigga said one of my shits, my girl is tripping, she got a block on the phone. I'm like, cuz, that's from the Locust on his own. Mom's is tripping, she got a block on the phone. I can't call home, the Locust on his own. You feel what I'm saying? So that was one right there as well. So I was just like, man, you know, you get more with sugar than shit. So I'm like, goddamn, nigga ain't gonna acknowledge my shit, cuz. So I went to the Baby Boy movie set because they was out in the 40s in LA. And that's where I'm from. I ain't from LA 40s, but nigga, it's 40s. You know what I mean? So nigga, some of my LA niggas is like, cuz over here right now filming, whoopty whoop. So me and my nigga Biscuit from LA 40s went up there like, hey man, I went up in the trailer and Biscuit stayed outside. So when I went in the trailer, I told Snoop, I said, nigga, we got an issue, cuz, just come holler at me in the back, right? And when he seen me, he started laughing like it was gonna be, he was like, what's up, cuz? He was happy to see me, but I was like, cuz, we got an issue, let's go holler in the back, right? And when I said that, I think he kind of got a little spooked and shit, because he put his head down and I was in the back with Trey D and them, and Trey D asked me, hey, what's up, cuz? You came to make some new shit with us? I'm like, hell nah, nigga. I came to holler at your boy for biting my shit. Nigga, that's why I'm here, cuz. I came to holler at your boy for biting my shit. Neighborhood Crip. Nigga, that's why I'm here. That's exactly what I told cuz. Right? So he's still in the front with his head down. And the first thing he says is, oh, where we going? The next location? So he was finna try to hurry up and leave without coming to the back to talk to me and shit. Right? So I went back to the front like, hold up, cuz, you gonna just leave, nigga, without hollering at me, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, why you tripping on me? I'm like, nigga, you bite my shit. So it's a big-ass commotion. And he had his two bodyguards from, they was from 60s and shit. So he had his bodyguards on both sides of him, right? So they all was, nigga, try to rush me. Nigga, I fell back on the chair. Nigga, these niggas was finna stomp me out. Nigga, I came up like Jesus Christ, nigga. I had Snoop over my fucking head like the WWF, nigga.
You grabbed Snoop?
40 Crip, nigga. I had Snoop like this, nigga, with his perm fucked all crooked, cuz. Nigga, all the strength of God, all my YA shit came out, nigga. I got went back to cripping. Nigga, I grabbed that nigga, had cuz amped up. So then I slammed cuz and now he's doing like this, like he know it's coming, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna body him down now because I'm up. Now he's on the ground and shit. So my whole mind was like, just get Snoop. Don't fuck everything else. Get this nigga, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So he was like this, knowing I'm finna fire his shit up. He wasn't even trying to fight or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So my nigga Big D was his main bodyguard. Shout out to Big D from 6-0. And my big OG homie introduced me to Big D when I first started coming to LA. That's one of the first spots my G homie from my hood took me to 60s and introduced me to Big D. So Big D was like, nigga, hold up, cuz, nigga, this Jayo,
Yeah.
nigga. 40, he was like, nigga, on 6-0, nigga, he told Snoop, nigga, you got to get cuz a fade. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to go outside and handle that. He like, nigga, this is a real one. So cuz grabbed me up, like, hold up, nigga, ain't nobody finna jump cuz, nigga. So Big D like, you got to go get cuz's fade. So I'm finna go outside and get out, and Snoop like, I'm not fucking with that nigga. He like, nigga, hell no, I'm not fucking with that nigga. So we never had a fight. So we went to the next location because I heard him say he was going to the next location. So we went to the next location, me and the homies. Now we all deep now. Now all the Crips is with me, you know what I'm saying? And then we go to the next location, and Taraji P. Henson seen us and shit. She like, nigga, the Crips really came up here. We took all the walkie-talkies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
On the Baby Boy set?
Huh?
On the
For
Baby Boy
movie set, yeah. We took all the walkie-talkies and shit. So the next day, we playing fuck Snoop, nigga. You know what I mean?
On the walkie-talkies?
Who's got the walkie-talkies playing on the shit? Nigga, this Crip, nigga, fuck that. We tripping. But it was all some bullshit, man. But I was just taking up for myself because I didn't want no niggas bite my shit. And I didn't give a fuck about who no nigga was. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just was a rapper that knew how to rap good, and I was getting on everybody's shit. All the rappers I looked up to, I was able to get on their albums. And ain't none of them niggas really on my albums. Niggas was requesting me because I was airing their shit out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, nigga, hey, let's get him on our album because he gonna make it sound worse. You feel me?
So do you realize that you just told a story that you slammed Snoop on the Baby Boy video set? Do you realize that you just told the audience?
Hey, man, I ain't lying, man. Man, Snoop is cool as fuck now.
I know, but that's just the funny.
But nigga, you know what I mean? I remember if you go look at this thing called Unplugged about the Baby Boy movie, Taraji P. Henson is talking about me, nigga.
Wow.
That's what she's talking about. She like some real Crips came up in this motherfucker and told this bitch up. That's she's talking about me and my niggas.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, it's on the Unsung, the Baby Boy movie shit.
So did you and Snoop ever get a chance to chop it up, and like how did y'all piece it up?
Oh man, me and Snoop, we squash our differences, man. From when they have a fucking a convention out here every year called Comic-Con, right? Where all the stars come when they little Spider-Man suits and shit, you know what I'm saying? So Snoop was coming to that event and he was like, man, let's meet up. And you know what I mean? And get this bullshit out the way. So that's where we ended up squashing this shit. I went up there and hollered at him at Comic-Con out in San Diego. And then the next day, we was in the studio and I guess he had MC8 and a couple more guys when they MC8 and West Coast Cam and a couple more guys that were signed under Snoop. So I went to the studio to do a record with those guys, and you know, I came to the studio, my rap's already ready. I don't be fucking around, right? So I hollered at Snoop and I bust a rap to him, just letting him hear it while the beat was playing. And that nigga was like, cuz, get the fuck out the booth and let this nigga spit this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was back to work because one thing about Snoop, man, he like a nigga with talent, and Snoop really know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? So you know, he's under Dr. Dre. So he when he see a nigga know how to rap, he like, cuz, this nigga, I remember him telling Dub C that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, cuz, that nigga be tripping sometime, but that nigga rap his motherfucking ass off. You know what I'm saying? So he always respected me as an MC. So, you know, we got past the bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact that, you know, I'm matured now, and now I still hear people with you know, trying to rap like me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to take it as a compliment now. And I think I got better with time, man. So I'm looking forward to the new projects I have coming out. And you'll see the difference that I don't rap the same I did 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I always studied my craft regardless of the ups and downs or whatever trials and tribulations I've been through. I never stopped fucking around with my pen. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be, you're going to tell the difference. You know what I mean?
Why you wasn't at the Cali is Active video?
At the Cali is Active video, I think I was probably in a county jail when they did
that. county was active, damn.
Because I was mad as fuck I wasn't at that video. I was like, God damn, everybody in that motherfucker. They had DJ Quick in there doing his walk and shit.
Yeah, doing the blood. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I was kind of pissed off I didn't make it to that video.
Got you. And one thing, you, like I said, you was one of my favorite artists from the West Coast. And then I see you on the news. They talk about you stole some house and you arguing with the reporters and all that. What happened with that?
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what was funny about that, man? It was like a fucking setup, right? Because the red little freckle-faced little motherfucker I was cussing out, that nigga came to the house a day before, right? And I let the nigga in the house. He see the studio, nigga, my daughter running around and shit. Nigga, he know goddamn well I ain't in this motherfucker like I'm in here hoarding this shit with a gang of clothes stacked up with goddamn no electricity, nigga. I'm borrowing from the neighbor. Like, nigga, if you don't knock it off, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this ain't nigga, first of all, I didn't even know what the fuck that was.
A squatter and a hoarder, yeah, you a squatter.
Yeah, so when you go back and look at it, even the comments now or the headlines now was like, was I a victim or this and this and that? You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck was going on, but nigga, it's a million motherfuckers with that hustle game. And hey, this is what I wanted to say, right, about that situation, right? The bitch that was there at the house, that niggas act like this is my girl, nigga. That wasn't my fucking girl. I just fucked the bitch a couple times, nigga, and she just was at the house. Now, my baby mama, this bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my baby mama Benz, right? And I go pick this bitch up, and this bitch put all her motherfucking clothes in my baby mama trunk, right? So when I go pick my baby mama up from the airport, all this bitch clothes is in the motherfucker. So my baby mama see this shit. She like, nigga, what the fuck is all this? You know what I'm saying? So she threw the clothes out the shit. But look, this the cold part. The bitch that was on the news, she actually was doing that type of hustle with houses and shit. So she knew the whole shit, right? So she see the fucking news. I guess she want to be a celebrity now. So this bitch get on the news and tell them that I gave the nigga money to be at the pad and all this shit, right? So I have my little Asian homie. I got a little Asian homie. This nigga play violins and shit, right? So he's a real computer geek. So the bitch kept telling me that she didn't get on no news and all this shit, right? And my Asian boy like, man, this bitch lying. She's lying. Nigga, he fuck around when we get to Joe Lineberg's studio. This nigga fuck around and pull the shit up on his computer and show me the interview from the bitch telling them the whole shit. Like, this nigga we gave him $5,000 and this and that. And like, bitch, if this is the hustle that you do, why the fuck you on the news? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of, man, that shit was the craziest shit. Then this bitch got pregnant by my homeboy.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not my bitch, so I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And the little baby looked like Alfred E. Newman and shit. And I'm like, this ain't your baby, cuz. I'm like, cuz, this ain't your baby, bro. This nigga, this high yellow ass nigga got curly hair. Man, this high yellow nigga got curly hair, cuz. And I know this nigga kids. I'm like, nigga, look at your son that run track. This nigga look just like you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look at little Alfred E. Newman, cuz look like he on the cover of Mad Magazine.
Yeah, they don't know who
this little motherfucking baby ain't your baby. This nigga look like a whole grown man already. Like, nigga, bro. Hey, man, that's just some of the shit I've been through in my life, man. But I laugh at that shit, man. But you know, I wouldn't be doing no dumbass shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that nigga with the freckle face come back again with the news people, that's what I was like, oh, you work for the news people, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You lied and told me you was a real estate agent, but I knew that wasn't true because he had a cheap-ass little Taco Bell shirt on, and it didn't add to me because I'm like, no, I didn't add up. I was like, ain't no fucking nigga doing real estate gonna be dressed like this.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And he had a cheap ass shirt on, and that nigga was the one that came with the news people the next day. So I was finna fuck him up, but I'm like, if I choke cuz out, I'm going to jail, nigga. This shit all on the news. They gonna lock my ass up, but I was finna choke this shit out that nigga, man. I got a thing where I choke niggas, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I ain't got to do all the fighting and all that shit, nigga. I'm going to catch you slipping, and I'm going to spin your ass around, and I'm going to put you in that choke, and it's the same thing as knocking you out because you finna go to sleep, right? So that's what I was going to do to that nigga, but I was like, if I choke this little cherry, little freckle-faced motherfucker out, man, I ain't going to never see the streets again.
They're going to throw you under the jail.
Yeah, man. So I just cussed the niggas out. And that shit was the #1 shit on Fox News. My daddy all in Virginia like, hey, what the fuck you doing on the news cussing people out and shit? And people were mad like, how the fuck is this the #1 story on the news? We got real shit going on and shit. So, you know, I just blew the spot up. I'm like, all right, this Fox, well, I'm going to Fox you motherfuckers today. Y'all gonna get me. Y'all gonna get some action out of me today. So I had fun with the shit.
Yeah, you when I seen it, I'm like, how the homies squatting in cribs now? Like, yo, he was on Def Jam.
Man.
He had all these albums. What the hell is going on?
Nah, man, I would never do no shit like that. And it was funny. It was funny that I didn't know what was going on. I was like, nigga, this is my pop's house, nigga. I'm just here to do some fucking videos. And my boy at the time, my nigga Finger Bandit, he was messing with these badass model bitches and shit. So we was having them come to the house and just doing fucking photo shoots and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Maybe they was watching that nigga or something. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. You talking about, somebody said talk about the issue with Jay-Z. We did that already. If you didn't come here early, you got to watch the playback. We're not going back to that.
Yeah. But the issue with me and Jay-Z, we cool, man. I don't know what the fuck going on right now. That nigga got some explaining to do right now.
What does Jay-Z have to explain?
Nigga, you know what he got to explain.
I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you.
Hey, man, niggas is Spooky D, man, right now. I'm thinking the whole hip-hop industry is cops right now. That's how I feel, man. Like, why the fuck ain't none of y'all, all you tough-ass niggas ain't saying shit?
About Homegirl,
you know what
right?
I'm saying?
About
it's
Homegirl,
just the
right?
biggest oxymoron in hip-hop right now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody's saying shit. But it's kind of blowing up because Funk Master Flex was dancing around like a goddamn fairy on the fucking radio talking about this bitch is a civilian, cuz. How the fuck a bitch get caught with 35 birds and she a fucking civilian?
You ain't no civilian. And once you get caught, you get with all of those, caught with all them bricks and you turn state's evidence, you ain't no civilian no more. You a criminal.
Period. Bitch, you a federal informant. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, where the fuck is the realness in hip hop, man?
Nah, everybody.
Like the nigga said, nigga, I'm finna do some gospel music or something because niggas don't get this one right. But hey, man, I just look at it like, man, it's a bad situation. I mean, nigga want some answers, nigga. Yeah. I want some answers, from cuz, nigga. Where cuz at?
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't go silent now. Don't go.
Yeah, nigga, where the fuck cuz at? Why you ain't went on, niggas? Your boy Charlemagne show something. Where y'all niggas at? Nobody ain't saying that. Hey, cuz, when I seen Charlemagne doing that shit on TikTok, cuz, I say, cuz, what? You ever seen that shit?
I think they put his head on, so that wasn't him doing that. They put his face.
That wasn't that nigga, cuz.
Nah, they put his face on it, but that wasn't him. Nah, don't do my dude like that. Nah, that wasn't him. That wasn't him.
God,
yo, you a complete movie, Jayo. You were hilarious.
Like, bro, I thought that was my nigga. I'm like, cuz, I know that nigga, that shit had me mad. I want to punch him in the face dancing like that.
Nah, that wasn't him. They put him on. Right. Yeah. So You dropped some projects. Dropped some projects with Sir Jinx, legendary. First of all, are you a legend?
Am I a legend?
Yeah.
I don't know, cause I ain't did all my work yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I still got work to do. I feel like I will become one. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got a lot of work to do. That I went to the pen a couple times, kind of stopped my little music for a minute, but I don't feel my legacy is complete yet. You know what I mean? I think I got a lot more work to do.
Got you. So you did do an album with a legendary producer, Sir Jinx. Tell the people about that album.
We dropped those projects on a company called Dashco back in July, like in the summer. and they were powered by Sir Jinx. Shout out to Sir Jinx. You know, Sir Jinx is Dr. Dre's only cousin on the planet, right?
Wow.
And the nigga, man, he's like a fucking TV show in itself, right? So I'm trying to put together this situation for him right now, called Powered by Jinx, like a show for him. And I was thinking about Sugar Free being his co-host, but the shit's gonna be crazy because
I heard Sir Jinx is hilarious.
Yeah, man. Both Sugar Free, man, that nigga too. So when these niggas together, it's gonna be comedy. So I wanted to put that together. But we put out a project. We actually put out two. One is called Hood Invasion, and the other one is called In the Trenches. If you guys want to check them out, it's out on all major platforms. Shout out to Dashko. And both part twos of those records are ready right now. So I'm actually going to shoot some videos right now for both of those projects before I release my new material coming out early spring. So I got some new material coming out. But for those projects that we release, I just wanted to get a couple videos out. One is called Hug the Block, and the other one's called Believe Me. But Hug the Block is so dope. I'm talking about I was selling dope and shit, and I fuck around, and my bitch want to sniff lines now. Now we went from selling dope, now we in motherfucking Walmart stealing and shit because you want to fucking sniff up our product and shit. Now I got bitch. So the shit is dope as fuck. So I want to make some videos for that to support those records. But Jinx helped me put all that shit together.
Got you.
Know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So he basically came to the house, nigga, and stayed for like 2 weeks. I got so much music that this nigga helped me put together. We got part 2 of those projects. And then my new album is called Get Your Feet Whooped. And I'm actually finishing up the title track. I should be finished tonight with the title track. And Get Your Feet Whooped is a term that I got from my young niggas in the penitentiary. And it's when a nigga have a problem with a nigga, and you got to go fight this nigga one-on-one. And then when niggas on the bleachers smoking and hiding from the police, we smoking weed on the bleachers in the pen, and we were like, what happened? And the nigga be like, cuz got his motherfucking feet whooped. You got your ass beat. Niggas gonna be joking the fuck out you when you come back on the yard. So that's where I got the term from. And it's basically talking about, you know, niggas not being solid, niggas fucking around, taking a stand and not pleading the fifth and going by the rules of the street, and all these motherfucking rappers out here talking all this gang shit and all this tough shit, and they go to the penitentiary or they go to the county jail and they end up being on protective custody where you can't even walk the fucking main line with everybody else, but you supposed to be a gangster rapper talking all this gangster shit, but you can't even walk the main line with your peers. So it's just being hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, you check my file, nigga. Anytime I ever been to jail, I ain't never been in no protective custody. Ain't no police walking me around, keeping me from general population and shit. Nigga, I actually signed a contract one time when I was in the LA County, one of the worst jails in the fucking world. And the police was like, you a well-known rapper. We can't have you with general population. I said, nigga, if you don't put me back in general population, I'm suing you and this fucking county jail and all the rest of the shit, nigga. I said, nigga, I just was in here in Wayside 2 weeks ago, cuz I'm from 40 Crip before any rapping and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was on some shit like, if you don't let me go back to general population, I'm gonna sue you. And where do I sign? Because if anything happens to me, it's my fucking fault.
Facts.
Straight up. And I went back to general population. I went.
Was you in there with any West Coast rappers who signed themselves into PC?
I was in there with DMX. I don't think he was on protective custody, but he was in, I think he was K10 or something, but I was like, I had kind of like pulled with the guards and shit, right? So I was telling them niggas, man, bring cuz over here. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we was running the spot where I was at. You know what I mean? So I was like, nigga, bring that nigga over here. Nigga, tell X come over here. But they wouldn't allow him. You know what I'm saying? But he was in there when I was in there. And then Suge Knight was in there when I was in there too. And, you know, that nigga had a laptop in his cell, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Suge Knight was living like a king?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Nigga, that nigga, man. That nigga had niggas cleaning his cell. That nigga had a laptop, nigga, phone. That nigga was, man, that motherfucker living like he wasn't in jail.
How come you never went to death row or signed to death row? None of that.
When I got into it, the incident with Snoop, it was a bulletin out and I was wanted to be a death row inmate,
Mm.
right? So this was Suge got out of jail the first time, and I just went to his office. I didn't have a meeting or nothing, but I went to the nigga office, and there was a guy from Do Rock Crip at the door, securing the door. And you know, I was like, "What's up, cuz? I'm Jayo Felony." And his nigga started laughing. You know what I mean? He was like happy I was there or something. So he told Suge, "Nigga, Jayo downstairs." So I went up and had a meeting with him. And I remember Suge telling me, "Hey man, I like how you be aggressive." He was like, "Stay aggressive like you are and shit." And and this and that. So I told the nigga, "Hey man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, beefing with Snoop because of you, nigga." I'm like, it was a fucking thing about, you know, nigga, my music. You know what I'm saying? It had shit to do with you. But I was like, if you want to sign me to Death Row, nigga, give me $1 million. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? And we can sign because I need a meal ticket fucking with you. And then I can get my niggas right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I think, you know, nigga wasn't trying to give up no bread. So I was like, really take me off your fucking off your website or whatever the fuck. You got my name on there, wanted to be a death row inmate for showing Snoop Dogg how to be a real Crip. That was the fucking headlines.
Wow.
Right? And I'm like, nigga, take me off your shit if you ain't gonna pay me, nigga, to put out no music. What the fuck? You ain't finna. I heard about you, nigga. You ain't finna do me like that, nigga. I will have the niggas try to get your fat ass.
Gotcha.
You ain't finna do me like that, nigga. 40 Crip, nigga. But he respected me though, man. I got respect for him. I remember my boy Big C Knight from Long Beach. He's real cool with Suge. And I remember we went to fucking Denny's eating turkey bacon and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he like, man, he's like, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you still out? He's like, nigga, he always used to see me by myself all the time. And he respected that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one time, nigga, I was with Redman, and we was at a party, and all the Death Row niggas was there, and Russell Simmons and them was there, right? And all the Bloods came in the motherfucker deep from Death Row. And they was surrounding Redman and shit, nigga. Goddamn.
They calling you, yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, niggas calling me and shit.
Yep.
But yeah, hey man, I fucking I grabbed Redman up, and I like held him. Fuck, man, nigga, if you see me hanging up, goddamn it, fucking ass. Hey, look, so I grabbed Redman, and I was holding him like this, and all the Bloods was surrounding us and shit. But nigga, I had my hand cocked like, nigga, one of you niggas gonna catch this left hook, nigga. So I had Redman like this, and I was like, back up, cuz me and Redman was rapping together. And the plan was when we go into this room where Russell Simmons and all these niggas at, we gonna steal the I think it was a Soul Train party. And we was like, we gonna steal all the fucking attention and just start rapping on the cameras and shit. So me and Redman went in there, we freestyling and shit. And then we took all the attention. So all the niggas surrounded us and shit, nigga. I'm like, hold up, cuz. Like all these Damu niggas, nigga, I grabbed cuz. I'm like, hold up, cuz. Back up, nigga, neighborhood, nigga, back up. They like, Jayo, we want a picture, nigga, whoopty-whoop, nigga. Then I seen a couple niggas that I knew from the county jail and shit, some Damu niggas. They like, oh, niggas, respect. So we end up taking pictures with the niggas. And I remember Russell Simmons coming there like, y'all good? Y'all good? I'm like, yeah, we good. Cuz with me, nigga, don't trip. You know what I'm saying? But
why was they going at Redman though?
Huh?
Why was they going at Redman?
I don't know. They just probably, I don't know. They just was, it was just like, I guess they was on niggas' head, cuz. A couple niggas got punked by them niggas that night. You know what I'm saying? So they was just on a death row kick. They was out, nigga. If you wasn't on no solid shit, you wouldn't know real one, nigga. They was gonna disrespect you for sure.
So
you know
that's how. So what was the tension like when the East Coast West Coast thing going on with you? Because you spent a lot of time in New York. You had a lot of love in New York, but you from the West. What was the tension like for you?
With me, I never got involved with the whole East Coast West Coast shit because it was really a fucking bad boy and death row thing. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't just, I mean, you know, fans and motherfuckers get involved that ain't got nothing to do with shit. But for the most part, it was between Death Row and Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? You see, like, even Method Man and Redman ain't get involved in that shit. They was on Tupac's album when he was at the height of his beef. You know what I'm saying? So I just never got involved with that shit. And I used to fuck with niggas like Buckshot Shorty, the Boot Camp.
That's my town. That's my town.
I did a lot of shows with them niggas when I was first coming up. So it was on a point to where, and I was like, nigga, if this shit happen, how the fuck we gonna make some bread? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck we gonna make bread if we can't go to each other's coast and motherfuckers respect each other? So I was never with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, nigga, if, at the end of the day, we don't own none of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just never got involved with the whole fuck New York. And I'm like, cuz I can't wait till that shit over so I can go back to New York, cuz. Do my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel like somebody would have tried to front on you out here if during that time?
Nah, I think I was too deep in the streets out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't think niggas would, because niggas had real love for me, nigga, and like I was the type of nigga when I was signed with Jam Master Jay. I used to be in Queens at the fucking laundromats and shit, and walking around with my Chucks on and going to chill with Nita, Jam Master Jay's sister. I used to be at their house fucking chilling like these, like I was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember at night, once the barbershop closed, that shit turned into a strip club, nigga, and then niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I was out there, really out there in the streets. So I never felt that type of fear or nothing like that. And then I was signed directly to Def Jam in New York. So I had a place out in New Jersey where I was staying for a while when I was signed to Def Jam. Wow. So, you know, I never got caught up in that bullshit.
So, did you ever feel like you wasn't going to make it so far? Because it seemed like, unfortunately, if the artists from the West Coast don't go through Dr. Dre somehow or get Dr. Dre music, y'all never blow up. Did that ever happen? Did you ever feel like that?
Nah, I didn't feel like that because when I first put out my first album, Take a Ride, and it wasn't platinum or none of that shit, but the shit is a classic. You know what I mean? It's fucking. And what happened was when it came to the distribution, JMJ's label was going through a major company, but when they put my product out, they put it through an independent, which I didn't understand. And I had songs on there like Sherm Stick, The Locust on His Own, Take a Ride, Penitentiary Bound, songs that I still perform to this day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it was. So then when I left Jam Master Jay's label and went directly to Def Jam, I think they were really going to come with the machine and the campaign. You know what I'm saying? But by that time, I was just fed up with fucking with major labels. All that control and all them niggas moving around all fast and shit, cuz it was too much for me. I just wanted niggas to hear my music and let my fans appreciate what I do as being an MC. And then I remember Lior wanted me to go to fucking Europe and shit. And this was after everybody else got dropped from the label when they made the merger with Universal. And that's when I had the 10 album deal. And that nigga was like, yeah, we going to Europe and this and that. And I'm like, I'm gonna just go ahead and kick it. You know
you ain't want to go to Europe?
Nah, man. I said, fuck that. I ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and kick back. I'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, wow. So what did you think when you started hearing about it was actually Crips in New York?
It tripped me out, which I respect. I respect it to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? But it kind of tripped me out because when I was in New York, it was none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I can't say that because I remember one time remember I told you I was with Jay-Z and Scarface? When we was in a van, we stopped at a fucking liquor store in New York, and it was a nigga with red contacts. I don't know if niggas was trying to set me up to beat this nigga up or something. I don't know, bro. It was so fucking weird when I went in the store and I seen this nigga he had a red rag on, he had red contacts, the nigga had gold teeth, and he was like, "What's up, blood? I'm from Lincoln Park Brims." He said he was from Lincoln Park Brims, and I'm like, them is two different gangs. That's the first thing went in my head. I'm like, first of all, them is two different gangs from San Diego. So I'm like, why the fuck this nigga say he from Lincoln Park Brims, right? So I'm like, where the fuck I'm finna sock cuz at? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what am I gonna hit this nigga in the throat? You know what I'm saying? Or am I gonna make
the choke
Michael
thing,
Jackson?
The choke thing that you do? Yeah.
You feel me? And choke the shit out of him in front of this liquor store, right? But it tripped me out. So when I got in the van, I'm looking at Jadakiss and Scarface like, cuz, this nigga trying to set me up or something, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck this nigga say he was from a blood gang in my city? Or two different blood gangs in my city put together. Like, he didn't even know the lingo. He was like, yeah, this Lincoln Park Brams. I'm like, what? Man, I will never forget that, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't choke that nigga out, man. I was just like, all right, nigga, I'm out of here, man. I hopped in the van and I was puzzled. Like, I just ran into a blood nigga that was from two different enemy hoods of mine at the same time.
I didn't even know
the fuck you from New York? How you from New York and you say you from a gang from my city?
Wow. Two different gangs.
In San Diego.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That was a setup.
So when you seen it was the Crips out here, what was you like? What the hell is going on?
I just was tripping that it was actually gangs out there, period.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Even Bloods and Crips. I just was like, because I remember when I used to go to New York, I used to be so happy that it wasn't that type of shit. Right? And it used to be so many people outside, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking doing they shit. And it's like, nigga, I can walk down the street. I ain't got to worry about a nigga coming up, a little young nigga on a beach cruiser coming up and blowing my motherfucking brains out. You know what I'm saying? So it was more of I was happy to be in New York and get away from the shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because when it come to it, living in California, you really got to worry about a nigga riding through and popping your ass at all times. I don't give a fuck, broad daylight or whatever. You always got to be alert of your surroundings. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So to be in New York and to not have to worry about that type of lifestyle was fucking great to me, and that's what I love going there for. And I'm like, damn, niggas start gangbanging.
Not now.
Yeah, buddy. I was like, that shit got real.
Is your set out here anywhere?
Huh?
Is your set out here?
I don't think in New York, but I think in New Jersey for sure. We got homies in New Jersey.
Got you.
Yeah, we got 40 Crip homies in New Jersey and shit that we holler at. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. What about Pac? Did you have a relationship with Pac?
Yeah, man. You know, Jam Master Jay hooked me up with Tupac. Rest in peace to both of those guys, man. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay and Pac. I remember we was at the American Music Awards, man. I seen Michael Jackson and all these motherfuckers, man. And I was really fresh off the streets, nigga. I had my fucking afro out, my Pendleton on. I got goddamn Chronic all in my shit, my pocket right here. So other motherfuckers smelling that shit. And Jay hooked me up with Tupac. Tupac's in the fucking hallway, and he's rolling up a blunt at the American Music Awards. I'm like, this nigga just the shit, ain't he? Like, girl, this nigga didn't give a fuck. He just rolled up weed. What's up, nigga? Wooty whoop. Like, we got to do a song and shit like that, right? So this time I'm out in San Diego, and this, like, sometimes niggas smoke some PCP and shit. I mix it with weed, the lovely, and you know what I'm saying? I you know, when I used to smoke, that's why niggas think I'm crazy, because I'll smoke that shit and I'll become a terrorist. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, I'll go knock on your door. You better not, baby, better not sneeze. Motherfucker better not cry. I better not hear no TV. I'm coming in that motherfucker. So that was the shit, right? So the thing was, Pac was supposed to be on my first album called Take a Ride, right? Mm-hmm. And that was going to be my only fucking feature on that whole project. Because I didn't really want no features on there, but he was going to be the only feature on that project. And when he came to do the fucking shit, the night before he got shot the first time in New York, he was with Jam Master Jay that night before that. And he was like, where your boy at, nigga? With Jayo, we supposed to do this record. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he was getting his hustle on, because he had all the fucking cases and shit. So he was trying to stack his money up. And I would have been one of those features, and he would have been one of my features on the Take a Ride album, and I fucking missed out, and I kicked myself in the ass to this day for that. You know what I'm saying?
So right now you got 2 projects out.
Yeah.
And so everything, even the previous releases, is all on the streaming platforms?
Yeah, it's on all platforms. It's called it's Hood Invasion and In the Trenches. Hey, and you know another story about me and Pac, man, he was trying to get me on death row too. You know what I'm saying? When he got out of jail.
Oh, wow.
And I remember having a meeting with him and Suge. And I remember Rage was sitting in the kitchen, and she was looking kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was hollering at her. And then when I went in Suge's office, first of all, they searched me when I got there. that had my antennas up. They was like, make sure this nigga ain't got no pistol on him. I'm like, damn, these niggas think I'm finna come shoot these niggas. Like, what nigga? I just want to deal, nigga. So you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. So I'm like, nigga, ain't y'all death row? What you fucking scared of? Nigga, what the fuck y'all searching me for? But you know, I had the meeting with him and Tupac, and they was like, you know, telling me come to Death Row. They give me my own label and shit like that, and they wanted me to leave Def Jam, right? So I was like, where Dr. Dre at? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, on Crip. I'm like, where the fuck Dr. Dre? Like, Dr. Dre ain't here no more? And I'm like, nigga, first of all, hold up. Cause I'm like, Tupac, I love you as a rapper, but goddamn it, you can't make no beats for me.
Yeah, where the music
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, it'll be cool, but nigga, you can't make no beats for me. So I'm like, nigga, Dr. Dre ain't here. Nigga, this shit ain't finished. You know what I mean? I'm like, nigga, Dr. Dre ain't here. So that's when I was like, fuck that.
Did you know that Daz was doing a lot of production back then?
Yeah. I knew that
but
Daz
you
was
wanted
doing
Dre.
a lot of production. I knew Daz used to fucking, he was so he was so motherfucking interested in being a producer. That nigga started sleeping in the studio and going in that motherfucking where he ain't supposed to be in there and learning all the shit. So him and Superfly, shout out to Superfly, they used to make a lot of tracks together. You know what I'm saying? Him and Superfly Priest.
So how come we never really hear you on a lot of these West Coast? We don't hear you on the Fred Wreck. We didn't hear you in the Battle Cat. We don't hear why we don't hear you on a lot of that production.
Oh shit, man. I don't know, man. Niggas just playing. Nah, me and Battle Cat actually got a new song with me and Snoop. Battle Cat produced a record called However You Want It for me and Snoop's. I mean, for my project Hood Invasion.
Oh, so
it's
you
a
got
record
something
with me and
okay.
Snoop. Yeah, it's a record with me and Snoop, and it's on Rock the Bells radio and shit. LL and them is blowing that shit up for me. Shout out to Mr. C, LL for supporting that record. It's a song called However You Want It with me and Snoop, and Battle Cat produced that. That shit is banging. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So I look forward to working with those guys in the future. And I was working with Fred Wreck before he started working with all the Snoops and everything. I was one of the first niggas he was working with. And then he started working with them, and I started hearing beats that I was fucking with when he didn't know them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I knew Fred Wreck a long time. So I look forward to working with those guys again, and I'm sure we will. You know, with the dust I'm finna kick up, I'm sure we will. You know what I mean?
I want to hear you with Focus.
Hey, Focus he produced on the project me and Exhibit did. It's like a soundtrack, but it's under my real government name is James Savage.
Somebody asked you, what's your relationship with Mitchie Slick?
We did a show. Shout out to Exhibit for hooking that up. We did a show back before the pandemic, before me and X and them went on tour in Europe, and we took a couple pictures, and from us taking that picture, that one picture ended up in the fucking restaurants out here. You know what I'm saying? On the walls and shit. So I seen from just that one picture and all the comments and shares that one picture got, how big, you know, me and him doing a project could be. You know what I'm saying? So my boy Cricket is he's from my neighborhood, and he the one helped Mitchie Slick get started with his career as far as the production and things on his project. And shit, man, he basically was like, nigga, whatever you trying to do, nigga, whatever play you running, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So and we've been talking a couple years, but I was really gangbanging back in the day. So I made a song and I dissed him and his hood and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was over the Biggie beat, Who Shot You? Right? And I was going in, you know what I'm saying? So he was back then, he was like, nigga, I ain't never disrespected you. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nigga, I'm a fan of your music as well. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you dissed me, my whole hood and shit. I'm like, man, you know, I was out here tripping on everybody, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I really respect him as an artist coming up out of San Diego, because it's so hard to be recognized from here without all the major outlets like all the other, you know, like a lot of the major cities have.
He's another one that didn't get all the big producers and all that. Even though he had some shit from Muggs, and he had DJ Khalil. DJ Khalil is another one.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to us making a project, because and I think it'd be big
for the city.
Yeah, for the city, exactly. I think that should be dope. And even my little homies was doing an interview, and they was like, man, we looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Even my little niggas that's out here crazy in the streets, they was like, nigga, that shit, we put all the bullets to the side, nigga, to see y'all niggas do that.
No,
So
that'd be big for the city.
yeah, so on that level, I'm really looking forward to that. And you know, we fuck around and get Exhibit and Nick Cannon involved. You know what I'm saying? Both of those guys, you know, Exhibit's my bro, and Mitch fuck with Nick Cannon tough. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be a good look for all of us, man.
Dope. So you like I said, Focus. I want to hear more. You with Focus.
But you gotta on that note, you gotta listen to that soundtrack because I got Focus made at least like 4 records for me that project, on that Broken Ground project. It has his production. I got Rick Rock beats on there. I got them joints. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. So if you guys haven't checked that out, it's under my government name, James Savage. It's out on all major platforms, so you guys can check that shit out. I got a song called Where I Grew Up that Focus produced. Man, watch when you hear that. I love performing that fucking record, man.
So if the fans are looking for what you're doing, some stuff saying James Savage, some stuff say Jayo Felony.
Yes, just that project from Broken Ground is that soundtrack is under James Savage, but all the other stuff is under Jayo Felony. The Hood Invasion and In the Trenches projects that I released with Sir Jinx, that's under Jayo Felony.
Got you.
And my new stuff coming out is under Jayo Felony. My new album is called Get Your Feet Whooped. That's coming out under Jayo Felony. And my new album with one of Dr. Dre's artists, Slider Piper, for my, you know, for the females in my R&B side. I got a little more laid back project that's coming out at the same time. So I'm doing a new situation with a company called Rival Distribution that caters mostly to guys from my genre of music.
Gotcha.
And they really excited about working with me, and so I'm just thankful that I'm about to show niggas that nigga I'm where I'm really supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a fun ride, man. So you know, everybody that's been down with me throughout the years, and for those that don't know me, I'm finna have a whole lot of fun, and I'm gonna do a whole lot of rapping. So if y'all niggas got y'all bars up, let's work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I got my own, I just did a new deal for my own liquor collection. I have the James Savage collection coming out, and I have wine with that's weed induced and wine without it. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get all the way fucked up, put that wine on chill with that cannabis in it, so you're gonna be high and buzzed at the same time. Knock your dick in the dirt. I got my own Hennessy coming out, my own fucking cognac, my own vodka. So it's gonna be lovely, man. I got my pre-rolls, my own strand coming out. I got a clothing line, man. I'm getting shit cracking, man.
Send me some clothes. So after all these years in the industry, you seem mad jovial. You're not angry, you're not bitter, you smiling, you laughing, you telling jokes. Why are you so happy? I'm not mad at that, but some
because
people...
the reason I'm really happy, bro, is because I feel like this is my time. I feel like all the shit that I went through in my life, and I didn't give up on myself. And one thing my G homie Tostic say, nigga, you betting on yourself now, and look how your shit is unfolding, nigga.
It's flourishing.
New jewelry, nigga. I'm doing my shit, nigga. I'm doing videos in the pandemic. Niggas is paying me to do videos, and I make sure my verse is dope enough that they want to do the visuals, and then they got to pay me to do the visuals too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to work a whole lot just from making sure my shit is dope. You know, so it's gonna be crazy, man. When you niggas hear my new shit, you gonna see I don't rap like I did 10 years ago. I got better and better at what I do, man, and I kept studying my craft. So I just feel like it's my time again.
Somebody said, you know Jayo Felony and E40 Music would be dope. They already did that already. They got a song.
Yeah. If you haven't heard, I'm on 2 E40 albums. One of them is called The Elements of Surprise, and the other one is called Charlie Hustle. And then E40, me, E40, and Ice Cube have a record together called Jayo, Justice Against Y'all Oppressors. So if you guys want to hear that haven't heard that before, but me, Ice Cube, and E40 got a record, and E40 killed us on that shit, man. That nigga said, Felony Jayo, I take it back. That nigga said, that nigga said, DJ your party because I got scratched like Red Alert, man.
Yeah,
that
people
nigga
don't know
Foley,
about that.
boy.
Yeah, people don't know about that.
Yeah, that nigga went in. So if you guys want to check that out, man. So but I definitely look forward to working with 40 and all the guys in the near future. I look forward to hearing the new Mount Rushmore project. I mean Mount Westmore with E40, Too Short, Snoop, and Ice Cube.
So
Um,
East Coast producers, could we get you on some Eric Sermon or something like that?
No doubt. That's my nigga, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, we go back, man. E double, man. That's my nigga. I definitely look forward to that. I was excited when he sampled my voice on one of Redman albums. You know what I'm saying?
What song?
And I get a plaque. I remember the song. He sampled my voice from the Jason's Lyrics soundtrack. The song I had called Brothers and Sisters, Niggas and Bitches, and he sampled my voice off of there, and it's on the Redman song. I gotta remember the song, but the shit is dope as fuck. I get a plaque for that shit. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah, yeah.
saying?
Yeah. You
So
got it.
hey, I'm in the
Yeah.
mix of getting all my plaques that I never had. You know what I'm saying? From all the stuff that I've been a part of, all the soundtracks I did, and shit like that. So I finally see my history. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long road, but like I said, to answer your question, bro, what keeps me happy is putting God first, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put God first, stay close to my friends that I know really give a fuck about me and want to see me win.
That's very
Um,
important that you just say that again. Say that one more
yeah,
time.
that niggas want to see me win. That ain't out here, with hitting agendas and shit and acting like they my friends. And then at the end of the day, you really hating on my progress. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thank God that I keep my circle small, and I don't really go anywhere because I'm still protecting myself from this pandemic shit. I stay masked up. I keep my hands clean. Fucking, I work out every day. I go to my homie house
That's
where he
like
got
me.
yeah, I go
You
I go
sound
to my
just like
homie
me.
house where he got all the weights and shit at the house. So I went and bought a fucking treadmill for us so we can have a treadmill in the garage. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like inspiring people to come work out. So I'm kind of excited about that I kind of got people working out and want to come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Because the gyms is all fucked up. So I go work out 5 times a day. I eat my motherfucking oatmeal every morning with my blueberries and blackberries and bananas and shit. And I just try to stay healthy, take my vitamins, and try to be healthy. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I worked out 8 days in a row. Yesterday was the first day I took off. 8
Oh yeah,
days.
you getting it in.
I had to take a day I was spent. I got my elderberry over here. I got my hand
Yeah,
sanitizer. Like it's not a game. I take sea moss every day. You know what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
you was on Got Beef, right?
Yeah, I was on Got Beef. I
Love
had to
that
leave verse.
song.
Yeah, I
Yo,
had to leave verse on Got Beef, and I remember when we was doing that video, nigga, Snoop had me in the front seat. He like, cuz, you rolling with me, cuz, this
mm,
hard ass shit. And I remember we did that verse, and I had my homegirl Jazz was in the studio with me, and I don't think Trady and Goldie knew that she was in the studio with me. And after they heard my voice or my verse, Trady told Goldie, hey, cuz, you hear this nigga? What the fuck we gonna say after that?
damn. Yo, I like
Aired
Trady
that
and Golden
motherfucker
Look.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
I
I used
remember
to like
Ja
E
Rule and
White
them
too.
rapping that song to me and shit.
I used to like E
Ja
White
Rule and
too.
them quoting it.
I used
Huh?
to like E White too. Where the hell is E White at?
Oh man, I haven't seen E White in a while, but every time I see him, we always chop it up. That nigga's smooth nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen E White in a while. Shout out to E White, man. LB, man.
Yeah, so it's funny because if I could put together a nice record, it would be you, Slick, and
Yeah,
MC8 on a primo beat, probably.
no doubt, no doubt.
That'd probably be
Yeah.
crazy,
Hey,
man.
eight be killing shit with Primo, man. They be having some dope shit.
That yeah,
Hell yeah, that'd be dope.
that'll be dope. So it is when you go for production, what do you
I got
listen for? Go ahead.
I got a new record for me and Sly's project with me and Crooked Eye and shit, and that shit is off the chain. You
Dope.
know what I'm saying? And Crooked Eye's like he's like more on my caliber MC, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas be
Because he rap. Yeah,
yeah, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That's my type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got a little more gangster shit, but it's definitely lyrically driven. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying? My it's on some definitely real MC shit. You know what I mean? So I love working with Crooked Eye. Me and him got a new record with Sly the Piper. That's Dr. Dre's one of Dr. Dre's artists. So I look forward to you guys hearing that new shit. You know what I mean?
How big was you with the gang banging thing that you wasn't messing with no bloods? Were you on it that crazy at one point?
Not really at that point because, you know, if you really with the shit, you gonna have some kind of allies from across fucking town. Niggas got family members from, you know what I mean? It's niggas that's cousins and brothers live in the same house, be a Crip in the blood. You know what I'm saying? So if you really growing up and you going through juvenile halls and Campo and YA and all the fucking shit that you gonna go through being a kid, really gangbanging, you gonna have some niggas that you have alliances with from the other side, or y'all got mutual respect for each other. So I never was really on that kick like that. Even when I made the record Trued Up, I went and put a nigga from Skyline on it, Baby Scar. You know what I'm saying? It was Bloods in San Diego. So he was, you know, I knew this nigga since I was like 12 years old. And he used to go to my school. He used to go to my school at Gompers in my hood. But niggas knew they couldn't walk down 47th Street by the liquor store coming from school because the homie's gonna beat you up and throw your shoes over the fucking clothing line. So and me and this nigga was rappers, so I used to walk this nigga sometimes the back way through school so niggas wouldn't get his ass. You know what I'm saying? So that was my nigga, and we was in juvenile hall. I'd beat niggas up for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But so I never was on that. It's just a mutual respect thing. So I never really hated niggas because they was from no blood. You actually had to be on some disrespect shit with me. You know what I'm saying? It's all a respect level. You know what I'm saying? So even with like one of the memories I have as a rapper, when I was in juvenile hall, I was about 15, and Dougie Fresh came to beatbox at the juvenile hall. He came to talk to the kids and shit. And before he left, one of the guys told him that I knew how to rap real good, and Dougie Fresh was like, "Nigga, rap right now." And that nigga started beatboxing and shit, and I started rapping and shit, and I rocked the whole yard. I rocked the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
But the dude that told him I knew how to rap was a blood nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was from Lincoln Park. Nigga name was Shawnee Bo. He's from Lincoln Park, and he was like, "Nigga, this nigga know how to rap, nigga." And I thank him to this day for doing that because it was a memory that I'll never forget.
How much time did you give the system in your life?
When it comes to doing time, one thing about me, like when I get in trouble, like if the judge tell me to do some shit, I know how to do the shit the nigga tell me to do to get the fuck out the trouble. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to being in juvenile halls, the longest time I did was in YA, and that was almost 2 years. It was like 19 months, right? And when I got out of YA, I never really got into any more trouble until I started going to the county jails and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I would go to the county jail. Like one time I kicked the police window out. I remember I was telling you about that in the last interview.
Yeah.
And the police had me in handcuffs, and they maced me and threw me in the back seat. So I had my construct Timbs, like construct Timbs.
Because you was calling them something else. I'm like, nah, bro.
The yellow Tim. I said my tan Timbs. That's what I said.
No, they're not called tan Timbs. They call constructs. So you still gonna do the record, right?
No doubt. I already recorded the record, but I'm gonna go and fix that part still. But I already have that record done.
Yeah.
And so I was in the back seat and I fucking couldn't breathe, man. And I got fucking asthma and shit. And these niggas was just outside talking, holding a conversation after you just maced me with a whole fucking bottle of mace this close to my face. And I never been fucking maced before. And so they was just talking. I'm like, nigga, help. I'm like gasping and shit. I'm fucking slobbering and shit. I'm like, hey, I can't breathe. And them niggas was just outside talking like fucking, there was nothing going on in the car. So I kind of panicked and I was like, fuck that nigga. I kicked that motherfucking window out. And when I kicked it, it didn't even shatter when I kicked it. When I kicked it off a track.
Wow.
So the motherfucker just all the way fell. You know what I'm saying? And that's when they rushed me in the fucking hospital. They rushed me into the county jail, the Twin Towers, and they put a fucking mask on my face like I'm fucking Hannibal Lecter.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna spit on them or something. They was like, man, we just want to make sure you ain't gonna spit on us. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not getting no fucking assault charge on the police for spitting on you, stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, take this shit off my face, nigga. I can't breathe. I was in there tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they hit me with a fucking terrorist threats, nigga. Had me with no bail. Now I'm in the fucking Twin Towers for 6 months.
What the hell is the Twin Towers?
That's the LA County Jail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm like,
So now I'm in the Twin Towers for 6 months, or the LA County, and I just seen right there, like, goddamn. And then I got caught with some pistols after that, and I went to the pen for a year. I went to the pen. I had 2.5 on 2 different pistol cases. So that's when I was shooting the film with Exhibit. And after we finished the film, the next day I had to go turn myself in because the judge gave me a deal for 2 years with half, right? But I had a black lawyer at first. To make a long story short, this nigga was all Muslimed out, and I'm thinking, yeah, this nigga gonna help me do my shit. I get this nigga my money, and this nigga start having fucking lawyers that wasn't even lawyers yet, paraplegics or whatever they call them.
Yeah, paralegals.
Yeah, paralegals coming to my motherfucking court hearings and shit. So the judge was like, man, this nigga send one more paralegal in here. I'm locking your ass up, and I'm a fucking he's gonna get in trouble. So when I seen that, I fired this motherfucker, bought myself some more time, and I went and got me a fucking Jewish attorney. I ain't gonna lie. I went and got me a Jewish attorney, and this nigga was like, when the judge that I know comes back from off vacation, that's who we going in front of. So we waited till his friend got off of vacation, and the nigga kept saying, and there was some cold talk they was doing, like did this nigga pay you all your money type shit? Like, the nigga was like, hey, how your shoulder doing? It's like, yeah, my shoulder's all right, but it ain't all the way.
Yeah, like, for real? Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So then when I gave the nigga all his money, he asked him about his fucking shoulder again. And that nigga was like, yeah, my shoulder's fine. He was like, how's your shoulder? He's like, yeah, my shoulder's fine. This one I paid him all the money. I'm like, these motherfuckers are slick, but that nigga got me out of doing a lot of time. And I turned myself in after we finished filming the movie, and I got the 2 years with half. You know, and my judge, my lawyer was smart enough to tell the judge whatever other case he has, run that concurrent with this case. So the judge never knew that it was another pistol case, right? So he ran it concurrent. So that's how I was able to get a 2-year deal with halftime.
Got you. So you alluded to it, and I always ask every artist I talk about, because this is a big rumor in the industry. Did you ever see any spooky, Illuminati, weird ritual, weirdo stuff going on in the industry?
I never seen anything like that, because I think on that level, I think they know who to not fuck with.
Play with.
Yeah, I think they knew, like, cuz it's crazy as fuck, nigga. We can't tell this nigga none of this shit.
Yeah.
Because they already knew. Like, I'd have been like, cuz, what you did had to do? You know what I'm saying? All my mama and all, because I'm raised by black women and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to them, and that's probably what keep my energy right. Because they'll be like, nigga, no, I don't think you need to go over there, bullet.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what? Why? And they tell me, nah, nigga, God wouldn't like that. Or whatever the fuck. But I listen to a lot of elderly black women and shit like that to keep me grounded. So, but when it come down to it, I never really seen no weird shit. I ain't never went to no weird parties. And I never did no compromising shit to try to get to no other level.
But you hear of it. But you hear of it happening.
Yes, I definitely hear of it happening. I don't know how real or not real it is, but I know one thing, and it ain't about no Illuminati shit. But I know niggas is doing something to get to that level of success that they can't look themselves in the fucking mirror real good, or I ain't in that circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How the fuck I'm one of the hardest niggas on the planet, and it's always an issue when I put some music out of you spooky ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's some secrets you niggas got that I don't know, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas is in that boat together.
Got you.
Whoever did whatever they did, they all in that boat together, cuz.
So you're not going to no white parties, no Hampton parties, and none of that stuff?
I'll go to the fucking party, as long as it ain't one of them going in one of them doors I ain't supposed to be in. I'll go to the fucking party all day if it's some bitches and niggas, some weed shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's a door I ain't supposed to be in, I ain't going in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't just partying with anybody. You got to be on my level, like from the gate for me to even show up to some party. I already got to know, like, okay, cuz straight. Me and the homies gonna go over to this party, niggas, fuck with some bras and smoke some good weed and have a good time.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Anything extra than that, you ain't Cause I'm gonna be like, hey man, that niggas is over here, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, it'll come to the light fucking with me.
So before we go, one more time, give them the projects you have out right now.
Okay, you guys can check out the Broken Ground film with me and Exhibit. Shout out to Exhibit, Open Bar Entertainment. We have a project called Broken Ground that came out in 2019. It has a soundtrack to it under my real name, James Savage. I have the 2 projects out with me and Sir Jinx, powered by the legendary Jinx, called Hood Invasion and In the Trenches, out on all major platforms. And my new projects, my brand new, freshly recorded projects are coming out this spring. We got a couple new videos and visuals coming out before we drop the actual projects. But one is called Get Your Feet Whooped, and the other one is called Run It with me and Sly the Piper, Dr. Dre, one of Dr. Dre's artists. We got like 35 songs, so we're going to put out 10 of them on the same day that I drop Get Your Feet Whooped.
So, what's your YouTube? Do you have a personal YouTube?
Yeah, I ain't got started yet, but it's gonna be on the Jayo Felony music.
Come on, man! Don't make me get on you and help you with this YouTube. I'll help you if I have to.
You gotta help me, dog.
I'm
kind of still green with the whole social media shit. I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying? But man, you gotta help me, man. Do the thing, man, so I can get on there. But I know I'm finna put this shit together with Sir Jinx and Sugar Free for this new show I got coming for them, man. I know that shit's gonna be dope.
Dope. So, yo, I want to thank you. This is our second interview. People don't know the last one,
the
audio.
I was like, man, doggy shitting on me, man. I do, the nigga ain't drop my shit.
Nah, we did that. Well, we did that in July, right? It was like right before. Yeah.
Hey, but I still, man, once they get a hold of this pandemic and everybody take the vaccine that need to take it, because I ain't fucking with that shit.
I'm about to say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody that need it, all the elderly people and all the people that need it, please hurry up and take it so the rest of us can come back outside.
Let y'all take it.
Yeah. Y'all take that shit so the rest of us can come back outside. And I look forward to filming that video, man. I think we should definitely shoot that video I was talking about. And I want everybody in their construct Tims. And I'm coming out there with a couple busloads.
Yeah, we gotta bring you to Brooklyn. We gotta bring you to Brooklyn. And I get some of my Crip homies from the town. And we
man, up. Some of the Damu homies too, man.
That's
no
easy.
Disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. And we gotta start pushing that unity. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been doing a lot. To make a long story short, before I go, I've been working with Damus and everything, doing new videos. I got a new video coming out with D-Rock from out here in San Diego. But man, it's about us standing for something, man. Community revolution and progress. That's what Crip stands for. And that don't mean go kill a nigga because he got on another color. That ain't never what this was made to be.
In the color, we all black first.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And red and blue make green. So let's get it.
Facts. And also give them your Instagram, because a lot of people gonna want to holler at you.
Hey, you guys check me out on Jayo Felony Music. They still ain't got me my check yet. I know I gotta get somebody titties, man, and get me a motherfucking check by my name, man. That bitch ain't came yet, man. But shit, man, I'm gonna play with them titties, man, and get my check by my name somehow, man. I'm gonna play with them titties, bitch. All right, bitch. I submit. Bitch. Give me my goddamn check. It's my shit. Jayo Felony Music. Y'all check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm gonna get that motherfucking YouTube channel cracking. You know what I'm saying? Me, Sugar Free, man, Exhibit, man, all of us, man. We finna do it big, man. Let's get it.
Jayo, I'm like I said, I'm always happy when you chop it up. You are animated, you are funny as hell. And he told a story of slamming he slammed Snoop at the damn Baby Boy movie set.
Only reason I say that, man, because niggas tried to change the narrative on me. And I think I kind of had Jay-Z and Snoop hook up at that time when we was beefing, because I was beefing with both of them at the time, and them niggas end up hooking up. But that's why I say that, because they went to the magazines and Jay-Z was saying that them niggas beat me up in the trailer, and that wasn't the fucking fact. So I just want to tell my side of the story.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I never got a chance to, but niggas ain't beat me up in no motherfucking trailer, and that's on Neighborhood Crip.
Got you. So yo, Jayo, man, I'm definitely gonna hit you up later on. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm gonna make sure that your albums is the first comment in this video. The last two
Yes.
albums you put out, so they could go listen to them albums. And I'm gonna make sure your Instagram is the first comment. I'm gonna pin it to this video. So after this processes, everybody will be able to look at on a playback. And I
Thank
appreciate
you,
you,
bro.
bro. Thank you for coming through.
No filters, Doggie Diamonds.
Yeah. And I'll holler at you later on. Peace. I'm gonna sign you out.
Peace, bro.
Peace. All right. So yeah, everybody, that is Jayo Felony. What else can I say, man? I think this was I think this was like, could we get them likes up too, man? I think this was a classic interview. This is our second interview. The last one I had an issue with the audio, so I was like, I'm not gonna put out no half, ASS interview. I'm gonna do it over. So shout out to the homie. I texted him the other day. He was like, yo, let's do it Wednesday. And he's here. So I got a lot of respect for him because he's a man of his word. And he told me Wednesday, 9:30, he was here. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, he's as real as they come. And I appreciate him. I appreciate everybody in the chat room. I appreciate everybody who hit the like. I appreciate everybody who shared this. As you see, I'm not playing. I made a pact to myself that 2021 was going to be the year that I go the hardest that I could go with these interviews. And as y'all see, since this year started, I have not stopped doing interviews live. This is live. This is not tape. This is live on your computer right now. So I've been going on and on hard body. So make sure you in tune with me. Make sure you hit that bell. So when I go live, you get the notification. When you hit the bell, you can even make sure that it come to your phone live or go to your computer or both. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely going hard. I have a lot of supporters that have been supporting me for a long time, and I'm not playing. I deserve to be on here every day giving y'all this content. So you're going to see some more people in the next couple of days. I just don't like to announce it before it happens, but only way you're going to know that it's happening is if you hit that bell to get these notifications. I need your comments. I need your thumbs up. I need your likes. Also, follow me on all social media if you like what I'm doing. And please, anybody who has a platform, you see me interview these artists that so-called nobody's thinking about, nobody care about. Don't tap in with these artists and then start trying to redo my interview. That's corny to me. Don't hit Jayo Felony and be what happened with you? Don't do that. I think that that's very, very disingenuous and corny. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that, because a lot of y'all be going after me, hitting these artists that I'm thinking about because I love their music, and then now you're trying to redo what I do. I just think that that's whack. Stop, because I don't do that to y'all. Stop. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's very, very whack and disingenuous and not good for the culture. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm Doggie Diamonds. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who tuned into me, make sure you go follow Jayo Felony. I'm going to make sure that all his stuff is the first comment. I'm going to make sure the 2 albums that he put out with Sir Jinx on the production is the first comment. And I'm going to make sure his Instagram is the first comment. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all, my people, my supporters. I'm out of here. I see y'all again. Also, iTunes. Make sure y'all subscribe to the iTunes and the SoundCloud, because a lot of times I know y'all don't get a chance to watch the YouTube, and you might just want to be rolling around and listen to the audio. All of these interviews, the full audios come out too, just the audio. So if you want to hear it on your iTunes, you riding around and you do that. But if y'all like what I do, you appreciate what I do, you support what I do, I need you to share this. I need you to put this on your Instagram. I need you to put this on your Twitter. I need this on your Facebook. I need you to share this. I need them thumbs up. It's very, very important, because there's a lot of garbage coming out here. A lot of people not putting in no real work, but they're flooding the algorithm. They keep putting video after video after video after video after video. And YouTube, being that many of us have the same audience, they're killing the algorithm, but they're not putting out a lot of quality. They just putting out a lot of quantity. I want to put quality work out for y'all every day. I'm just not putting out a billion videos. I want to put out quality videos. This right here It's going to go down in history, this interview. And it might not get the views that it should get, but thanks to y'all and what y'all going to do, this going to get its just due. So with that, now I'm out of here. Peace. Until next time. Thank y'all. Peace. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time. Peace.